Every morning, the universe opens a window, a sacred opportunity for divine favor to locate you. But here's the truth: most people wake up and waste it. They rush to their phones before their thoughts. They scroll before they pray. They react before they reflect. And then they wonder why life feels stuck, why opportunities slip away, and why doors stay closed. My friend, favor is not accidental. It's attracted. There's a rhythm to divine favor, a pattern to how it finds you. And today, I'm going to show you 3 things you must do every morning if you want to live under that open heaven of grace and success. Because the way you start your morning determines the measure of favor that follows you all day. Before your feet even touch the floor in the morning, your spirit should already be in motion. Because the truth is, every new day comes with battles you haven't seen yet, choices you haven't made yet, and opportunities you could easily miss if your spirit isn't in charge. The way you start your morning determines whether you live by design or by default. You can't begin your day like everyone else and expect to experience a different level of favor. The moment your eyes open, that is heaven's invitation, an opportunity to align yourself with purpose before you step into the noise of the world. When most people wake up, they reach for their phone. They check messages, they scroll through updates. And without realizing it, they've already surrendered their mind to chaos. Before their feet hit the ground, they've allowed comparison, pressure, and anxiety to write the script for their day. But those who attract divine favor know a secret: the first 5 minutes of your morning decide the next 12 hours of your life. If your spirit is misaligned, no amount of hard work can compensate for that spiritual confusion. You've got to start your day by commanding your inner world before the outer world starts commanding you. Favor does not find the distracted, it finds the aligned. When your spirit is tuned to the right frequency, everything around you begins to cooperate with your purpose. It's like adjusting the lens of a camera. Once you focus clearly, what seemed blurry suddenly becomes sharp. In the same way, when you center your heart, your day starts to take shape according to the intention of heaven, not the confusion of circumstance. Think about this: if a pilot begins a flight even 1 degree off course, by the time he reaches his destination, he could be hundreds of miles away from where he was supposed to land. That's what happens to people who wake up without alignment. They start the day just slightly off, but by nightfall, they're lost, frustrated, and empty. You cannot afford to begin your day on emotional autopilot. You have to pause, breathe, and center your soul. Alignment means silencing the noise long enough to hear that still inner voice that reminds you who you are. It means saying, before I check my notifications, I will check my spirit. It's that sacred conversation with yourself where you remind your heart, you are not what happened yesterday. You are not your mistakes. You are chosen. You are purposed. You are guided. When you align your spirit, your fears shrink, your focus sharpens, and your confidence becomes unshakable. When you wake up with alignment, you stop reacting to life. You start directing it. You no longer let mood dictate your movement. Instead, your mission becomes stronger than your emotions. Every decision, every word, every step begins to carry power because you're no longer functioning from survival. You're functioning from clarity. You start walking through your day with a quiet authority that says, I'm not here to chase favor. I'm here to attract it. You see, favor doesn't follow noise. It follows order, and spiritual alignment brings order to your inner world. When your mind and spirit agree, heaven releases peace. When peace fills your heart, favor flows easily. That's why you can meet someone who doesn't have all the qualifications, doesn't have all the connections, but they walk with such calm assurance that doors open for them, not because of who they know, but because of how aligned they are. They wake up with intention. They talk to purpose before they talk to people. They remind themselves today is not random. It's loaded with divine appointments. Alignment is not a feeling, it's a decision. Some mornings you won't feel like getting up. You won't feel motivated, but favor is attracted to discipline, not emotion. The most successful people are not the most talented. They're the most spiritually disciplined. They understand that before you conquer your to-do list, you must conquer your mindset. Before you rush to your goals, you must quiet your soul. You can't pour from an empty cup, and you can't expect divine favor to flow into a chaotic heart. Think about how a musician tunes their instrument before a performance. They don't start playing until the strings are in perfect harmony. Why? Because even the most skilled hands can't make music from an untuned instrument. In the same way, even the most talented person can't manifest favor with a misaligned spirit. You have to tune yourself to peace, to gratitude, to vision every single morning. When you align your spirit, you start attracting divine coincidences. You meet the right people, you hear the right words, opportunities show up at the right time. It's not magic, it's alignment. When your inside is ordered, your outside reflects that order. That's why some people walk into a room and everything shifts, not because they're loud, but because they're aligned. Their energy carries clarity, and clarity commands respect. Alignment makes you sensitive to the small nudges that lead to big blessings. It helps you recognize when to move, when to wait, when to speak, and when to stay silent. It keeps you from forcing what's not meant for you and prepares you for what is. When your spirit is aligned, rejection doesn't break you, it redirects you. Delays don't discourage you, they refine you, because you understand that divine timing works best when your heart is in rhythm with your assignment. So every morning, before your feet touch the floor, take a deep breath and center yourself. Whisper purpose over your life. Remind yourself that you are guided, protected, and equipped, that today is not just another day. It's a divine opportunity to move in sync with favor. When you start your day from that place of spiritual clarity, life starts responding differently. Peace walks with you. Opportunities gravitate toward you. And even challenges begin to work for you, not against you. Because when your spirit is aligned, everything else aligns with it. When you open your eyes in the morning, your first words are not just sounds, they are spiritual codes that shape your reality. The moment your mouth opens, the atmosphere starts listening. The universe begins to take orders from your declaration. Too many people wake up complaining, talking about how tired they are, how bad yesterday was, how nothing ever works out for them. And what they don't realize is that every word they speak is a seed they're planting in the soil of their day. You cannot plant negativity and expect favor to grow. Your words are the architects of your destiny. They build the walls of your tomorrow. When you wake up and say, I can't do this, your body hears it, your mind believes it, and your day adjusts to it. But when you say, today I'm walking in power, today I'm expecting favor, today I'm surrounded by grace, you give heaven something to agree with. Words are not small, they carry the vibration of creation. You don't get what you wish for, you get what you declare. Favor is not drawn to silence, it's drawn to sound. When you speak faith-filled words, you call favor out of hiding. You activate what was already waiting for you. Think about the way a CEO commands a meeting. They don't beg employees to act. They speak with authority because they understand their position. That's the same way you must speak to your day. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are the commander of your atmosphere. When you wake up, you are not supposed to wait and see what kind of day it will be. You are supposed to tell the day what it will be. You must speak like someone who knows who they are. Say it out loud. I'm walking into peace. I'm walking into opportunity. I'm walking into divine connection. When you say it, your mind aligns, your emotions stabilize, and your path clears. You can't go through life letting your feelings decide your words. Your emotions are temporary, but your words are permanent. Feelings are like clouds. They pass. Words are like seeds. They grow. That's why you must learn to speak faith even when you don't feel strong. Speak abundance even when your bank account is empty. Speak peace even when the storm is raging. Because the more you speak life, the more your environment begins to reflect it. Your words have creative power. Every word you release in the morning is like programming your day. If a pilot can set a flight path before takeoff, you can set the course of your day with your declarations. It's not just about saying positive things. It's about saying powerful things that align with who you are becoming. There's a difference between optimism and faith. Optimism says, I hope it works out. Faith says, it's already done. When you speak from faith, your words carry weight. You're not trying to convince yourself. You're commanding your environment to respond. People who live under favor understand that their mouth is their weapon. They don't argue with life. They direct it. They don't complain about obstacles. They talk to them. They don't wait for peace to arrive. They call it forth. Imagine waking up one morning feeling discouraged, but instead of surrendering to that feeling, you stand in front of the mirror and speak life over yourself. You say, I am chosen, I am capable, I am surrounded by grace. My steps are ordered today. Nothing missing, nothing broken. At first, it feels awkward, it feels forced, but then something starts to shift inside you. Your spirit stands taller, your energy changes, and before you know it, your whole day begins to align with the authority you spoke with. That's the mystery of faith-filled words. They shift both the internal and external world. Every great transformation begins with a declaration. A person who keeps saying, I'm unlucky, will keep finding proof of it. But a person who wakes up and says, everything is working together for my good, will begin to see patterns of grace in unexpected places. Life doesn't give you what you deserve, it gives you what you demand through faith. That's why your morning voice is sacred. It sets the temperature of your day. Just like a thermostat adjusts the climate in a room, your words adjust the climate of your spirit. When you command your morning, you silence doubt before it has a chance to speak. You overpower negativity before it takes root. You step into the day not as a wanderer, but as a warrior. The world respects those who know how to speak with conviction. Even in nature, creation responds to sound. Waves move because of vibration, and faith moves because of declaration. When you speak, don't whisper your destiny. Say it like someone who knows they've already won. Think about how people use their voice when they are confident. They don't hesitate. They don't speak with uncertainty. They speak from a place of knowing. That's how you must talk to your day. Say, today, favor is locating me. Opportunities are chasing me down. I am walking in divine timing. Everything I need is within reach. When you say it, believe it. When you believe it, act like it. Because words create atmosphere, and atmosphere creates outcomes. You might not have control over every situation, but you always have control over your declaration. That's where your power lies. When you wake up and choose your words with intention, you shift from being reactive to being creative. You stop being shaped by the day, and instead you shape the day itself. Don't speak from fear. Don't speak from pain. Speak from vision. Speak from expectation. Speak from the awareness that favor is attracted to your voice. In your morning routine, make it a discipline to release at least 5 declarations of faith. Speak them until they sink into your subconscious. Speak them until your energy rises to match your words. Speak them until they become reality. Because you cannot attract divine favor with a defeated mouth. Favor follows the language of victory. And every morning you have the chance to choose, will you speak defeat or will you speak destiny? Every morning when you wake up, you are standing at the intersection between what was and what can be. And the bridge between those two places is gratitude. Gratitude is not just saying thank you. It is a posture, a vibration, a way of seeing life through the lens of abundance rather than lack. Too many people open their eyes and immediately start counting what's missing. They complain about what they don't have, who left them, what went wrong yesterday, and then they wonder why the day feels heavy before it even begins. Gratitude flips that entire script. Gratitude says, I may not have everything I want, but I'm thankful I still have breath in my body to go after it. Gratitude says, I didn't lose everything, I still have something to build from. When your morning starts with gratitude, your day starts with favor. Gratitude changes your energy. It's impossible to be bitter and thankful at the same time. When you choose to be grateful, you reprogram your mind to see opportunity instead of opposition. It's like putting on a new pair of glasses. Suddenly what looked blurry starts to make sense. Gratitude helps you realize that even the struggles are working for you. The people who walked away, the delays you didn't understand, the doors that closed, gratitude teaches you that they were not rejections, but redirections. You begin to see the divine wisdom in your pain. You stop asking, why me? And start saying, thank you for trusting me with this process. Every successful person you admire has learned this principle. Gratitude multiplies what you have. When you wake up complaining, you block the flow of abundance. But when you wake up thanking, you unlock it. Think about a parent who gives their child a gift. If the child throws it aside, ungrateful, would the parent rush to give them more? No. But if that child looks up with genuine appreciation, the parent's heart opens to give again. The same principle works in the spiritual realm. Gratitude invites increase. It attracts more reasons to be grateful. And here's the key: gratitude isn't only for when things are perfect. The real test of maturity is when you can thank God in the middle of the storm, when your heart is broken, but you still say, I'm thankful I can still feel. When your plans collapse, but you still whisper, I'm grateful for another chance to start again. That's when you attract favor, because heaven trusts thankful people. Gratitude is proof that you have the character to handle blessings without arrogance. But gratitude alone isn't enough. It must be paired with expectation. Expectation is faith in motion. It is the belief that something good is already on its way. You can't wake up thankful and not expect more. That's incomplete faith. Gratitude acknowledges what has been done. Expectation prepares you for what's about to be done. Every morning you should wake up and say, I don't know how it will happen, but I know something good is moving in my direction. That's how you invite divine favor to locate you. Expectation changes how you walk, how you talk, and how you show up in the world. When you expect favor, you carry yourself differently. You stop begging for opportunities. You start preparing for them. You stop chasing people. You attract them. Expectation is that quiet confidence that something unseen is about to manifest. It's like a farmer who wakes up early, waters his field, and smiles, not because he sees crops yet, but because he knows what's planted will soon appear. When you combine gratitude and expectation, you create an unstoppable energy. Gratitude roots you in contentment, and expectation lifts you in faith. One keeps you humble, the other keeps you hopeful. Together, they make you magnetic to blessings. You become the kind of person who draws favor without striving. People sense your peace. Opportunities recognize your energy. You walk into rooms and the atmosphere shifts because you radiate assurance. That is the power of beginning every morning with gratitude and expectation. Imagine this. 2 people wake up on the same day. One says, I'm so tired. Nothing good ever happens for me. It's just another day. The other says, I'm grateful I woke up. I'm expecting something good to unfold today. Both step out into the same world, but their experiences will not be the same. The first person will find frustration, missed opportunities, and negativity because that's what their words and energy are aligned with. The second person will notice doors opening, kind encounters, unexpected favor because their spirit is tuned to receive it. The day responds to the vibration you started with. You don't need a miracle every morning. You need the mindset that miracles are already looking for you. Gratitude keeps your heart open, and expectation keeps your eyes open. Too many people are blessed but blind. They have good things happening, but they're too busy complaining to notice. Gratitude slows you down long enough to see the fingerprints of favor on your life. You start realizing, I made it through things I thought would break me. I survived moments that should have destroyed me. I'm still here, and that's something to thank God for. The beauty of gratitude is that it turns ordinary moments into sacred ones. Drinking water becomes a reminder that you're alive. Seeing the sunlight reminds you that new beginnings exist. Hearing laughter reminds you that joy is still possible. The small things you once ignored become evidence of favor all around you, and when your heart becomes sensitive to that, you start to notice how good life really is, even when it's not perfect. Every morning, make it your practice to pause before the rush. Sit in the stillness and say, thank you. Thank you for the breath that keeps flowing without my permission. Thank you for the lessons that built my strength. Thank you for the people who stayed and even the ones who left. Thank you for the new opportunities I can't see yet, but believe are coming. Gratitude trains your spirit to live above frustration, and expectation keeps you looking forward instead of backward. In daily life, think of gratitude like the ignition key in your car. It starts your inner engine. Expectation is the accelerator. It moves you forward. Without both, you're either still or stalled. Gratitude without expectation keeps you content but stagnant. Expectation without gratitude makes you ambitious but restless. But when they work together, you move with peace and purpose. You attract favor not by chasing it, but by being ready for it. You no longer wake up asking, what if it doesn't happen? You rise saying, I know something good is already unfolding. That combination makes you unstoppable, unshakable, and deeply favored. Every morning you wake up, you're given the gift of another chance, another sunrise, another heartbeat, another opportunity to get it right. Don't treat that lightly. Every day you wake up breathing, you're standing on borrowed grace. Some people didn't wake up this morning. Some people lost their fight in the night. But you've been given one more day to grow, to become, to shine, to rise. That means heaven still has something for you to do. You still have a purpose that hasn't been completed. You still have a story that's not finished. You are not here by accident. You are here by divine design. And I need you to hear me. You cannot waste another morning living in distraction and doubt. You can't afford to sleepwalk through your destiny. Every sunrise is a signal from heaven saying, start again, try again, believe again. This is your time to walk in alignment, to speak with power, and to live with gratitude. Every morning you wake up complaining, you close the door on favor. But every morning you wake up declaring, aligning, and giving thanks, you throw that door wide open. Favor is not hidden. It's waiting on your decision to rise with intention. People will tell you it's luck, that some are born with opportunities and others aren't, but they're wrong. Favor doesn't look for the lucky. It looks for the disciplined. It looks for the grateful. It looks for the expectant. It looks for those who dare to command their day instead of letting the day command them. You have the power to shift your atmosphere every morning with the choices you make in the first few minutes. You have the authority to tell your day, you will work for me, not against me. You will bring good news, not bad reports. You will open doors, not close them. You are not weak. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. The only thing standing between you and the life designed for you is how you start your day. You can either wake up complaining about what's wrong, or you can wake up creating what's right. Life will always respond to the attitude you bring to it. So start waking up with the mindset of a warrior, not a worrier. Warriors don't wait for peace, they create it. They don't hope for favor, they attract it. They don't fear the unknown, they speak to it and make it obey. When you begin to see every morning as an audience with destiny, you'll stop rushing through it. You'll start valuing the silence, the stillness, the breath before the noise. That's where favor begins. In those first sacred moments when you choose alignment over anxiety, gratitude over grumbling, declaration over distraction, that's when you become unstoppable. Because no storm can drown a person who's already decided they will rise. No delay can destroy someone who's already determined to move forward. No darkness can defeat a soul that starts every morning with light. Every time you open your eyes, tell yourself, this is my moment. Say it with conviction. I was not created to live average. I was not born to blend in. I was designed to stand out, to impact, to elevate. The power to transform your day isn't in someone else's hands. It's in your voice, your gratitude, your mindset. You are one declaration away from a breakthrough. You are one act of gratitude away from divine multiplication. You are one alignment away from the next level of favor. There's a saying, how you start determines how you finish. If you begin your day aligned with purpose, your path will be directed. If you begin your day speaking faith, your steps will be ordered. If you begin your day with gratitude, your heart will overflow with joy. So don't wait for the right moment. Make the moment right. Don't wait for signs. Become the sign. Don't wait for motivation. Speak to your own soul and say, get up, move. This is the day you've been praying for. Life doesn't give you what you dream about. It gives you what you prepare for. Every morning is preparation for greatness. You prepare through your alignment. You prepare through your declaration. You prepare through your gratitude. You prepare through your expectation. And when you prepare, heaven provides. Favor finds the prepared, not the passive. So tomorrow when you wake up, don't rush, don't worry, don't waste it. Sit up, breathe deep, and remember, the same breath that woke you is proof that purpose still wants you. Open your mouth and command the morning. Align your heart with peace. Flood your mind with gratitude. Step into your day like you've already won. Because the truth is you are walking proof that grace is real, that favor exists, and that divine destiny never forgets where to find those who are ready. Wake up like someone who knows heaven is watching. Wake up like someone who understands that favor is waiting at the edge of your discipline. Wake up and live like you mean it, because this is your time, this is your moment, and the world is waiting for the light that only you can bring.